Just down below a total unique spot is super hot and full of canyons. Kind of Arizona vibe. The path into this valley is very full of different sized stones and rocks. When you say super hot, do you mean like Yellowstone type of geography with hot spring water? And how much is air temperature before entering this spot? Because 100 degrees is not usual. Whoa, be careful, Stella. This is definitely an anomaly. Can you make a detour? Do you think it's worth the risk going deeper? Because we don't know if the temperature would get higher. How much of is the maximum temperature your suit can hold? Wow. It's all blind now. Okay, I'm the entrance of Slot Canyon. Oof. So instead I try to take a small path I found next to canyon. Get this from some wall. Mortus est finis. Okay, hold on, Stella. Let me grab a translator because those letters sounds Latin to me. Okay, I found it. Those words engraved on the wall means the end is dead in Latin. How is the temperature going, Stella? Is it still very hot? If so, I suggest you to choose the Dark Canyon because the other one with the warning is really a bad sign. Oof. I mean, it's offline, but it didn't pop up anything, I guess. Oh wow. Calm down, Stella. I'm here with you. Don't you have any light source on your suit? Like, I don't know, a lighter? Well, brace, girl, brace. Keep calm and pay attention to any sound or any lights in the dark. Um, okay, Stella. How is the temperature now? I assume it's lower than outside, right? So please count how much distance do you have left to the base. Okay, Stella. You are online. Ooh, you made it.
Something's not right. This place isn't normal.
You'll be okay, Stella. Just stay put. Mom and Dad will find you soon.
Keep talking to me. I need a distraction from what I'm hearing.
Get to the pod, Stella. There's no time.
There are voices. Whisperings coming from everywhere and nowhere all at once. The black hole changed everything. And I can hear my voice in here. Some from the past, but others saying something about a black hole.
You notice that the red line?
I can even hear your voice telling me to make these endless decisions. What is going on? Am I going crazy? Please, stay with me.
No, Stella, you are not crazy. I heard them too. Okay, I heard something about black hole and other stuff. So this is not you hallucinating because I'm on Earth, so it won't affect me. Whatever is there. It's maybe some science explanation for this.
If you heard it too, then it's real, right? But that doesn't make it any less terrifying. What if it's not just some weird echo or sound effect? It's like my own fears and doubts are being thrown back at me. The black hole thing. That's what we were just talking about. How is that possible? Is Gaia somehow manipulating our communications or our minds?
Calm down, Stella. Think about as a scientist. This must be echo of our information from Gaia's or whatever is higher being trying to communicate with us. Just it doesn't know how to approach us.
I don't know if I can think about it like that anymore. It's too loud, too real. It's not just some detached voice or echo now. It feels like it's inside my head. I keep telling myself it has to be some kind of interference or Gaia's weird energy playing tricks on us, but what if it's something worse? What if it's not even about communication at all?
Okay, Stella. Keep with me. No focus. You have to go ahead and thinking only about that. Reaching the base is all you want now. Don't let anything else distract you. Have no fear.
Okay. Bo, I'm trying. Just keep talking.
Don't tell me that oof. Okay. Please. Oof. Oh my god.
What in the actual hell? You finally decided to pick up seriously? I have called you multiple times, and you didn't even bother to answer? You have no idea what I went through in there. I'm already scared out of my mind on this godforsaken planet, and now I'm stuck with these horrible conditions? I mean, Have you ever been driven mad by random voices? No, I didn't think so. Maybe next time I will just text you. Hey, I am getting mentally tortured by ghosts from the past, present, and future. Hit me up if you want to join. You know what? Forget it. I don't even want to hear whatever excuse you've got. I'm done for now.
What? Okay. This is interesting.
Hey. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have lashed out like that earlier. I just saw that some of my messages had been sent out of order. Seems there was some sort of glitch or interference with our communication. Not that it's any excuse, but I thought you ignored me when I needed you most, and I was just so scared. I really am sorry. You've already done so much for me. But those voices, they weren't just in my head, were they? You heard them too, right?
Yes.
That younger
yes.
voice was me from the past. So, that older voice must be me
In the future?
in the future.
Yes.
If that's true, then this is so much worse than I imagined. The supernova was already a lot to deal with. I couldn't even begin to think about it turning into a... No. This is ridiculous. I had to have been hearing things. It's just my exhaustion getting to me.
Okay. Well, don't be sorry. If I was in your shoes, I would be scared too. That's the only thing you can do is to reach me because you have nobody else there. So I can understand that. Actually, I feel kind of panicked too.
Thanks, Bo. Honestly, just knowing you're there helps. It's a lot easier facing whatever's coming next when I don't feel completely alone. You know, when I was little, I used to get lost sometimes during hikes with my family. I'd repeat things to myself, like I'm okay. I'll find them. Those voices in the chasm, they felt like that. Like echoes of times I was scared, but made it through.
You know, before, when you ended your call inside there, for a second I thought I lost you. My heart rate just went up. So, okay, let's get over it and let's talk about those messages.
Yeah, I get it. It's wild how something like that can hit you just as hard, even from this far apart. I'm still processing those messages myself. The part that really gets me is, if they were real, then that would mean time isn't as linear as we think it is. It's more like layers or something. But honestly, right now, I'm just trying not to overthink it too much.
Okay, those messages. One of them mentioned about a black hole. So, maybe the black hole trapped past and future messages and somehow ended up here and now.
A black hole? That's an interesting idea. But, from what I've studied, the chances of that supernova actually forming a black hole are incredibly slim. Most of the time, it just leaves behind a neutron star. And even if it did, I don't think the star portal network would be affected yet. We're still talking after all, so the pathways are holding up for now. It's comforting to think about these possibilities with someone. What about you, Bo? If you could have any kind of supernatural power right now, what would it be?
For me, teleportation and maybe time manipulation also would be my favorites. But I can't stop thinking about those messages. You see, of the movie Interstellar, the protagonist sent his message through black hole, a tesseract.
Teleportation would be amazing. No more hiking through canyons for me. And yeah, that movie, Interstellar, it's actually one of my favorites. The way they handled time and space, it's pretty close to what we're dealing with here, isn't it? Though hopefully without the dramatic rescue missions.
Yeah, let's hope so. So, Stella, do you have any idea where you are now? And how is the temperature going?
I'm at the exit of that rocky chasm I was stuck in earlier. The landscape's pretty different here. More open with these huge red rock formations. There's even a river off in the distance. The temperature's actually pretty comfortable, about 74 degrees, a nice break from that scorching heat in the canyon. My suit's reading says it's steady, so that's a relief.
I just forgot to ask. Do you recognize any pattern on those words, those Latin words that someone left on the wall? Because now I think about it, if this canyon is so terrifying, the other dead end must be lethal.
Mortis Esphenes? Yeah, it's Latin. Roughly translates to death is the end. Not exactly comforting, is it? And you're right. If this path was risky, I can only imagine what the other options might be like. It's making me think twice about every step I take from here.
I just got an idea that Gaia might be some special place, an absolute point on time and space, which multiple universes cross this point. Maybe those voices you heard are from the another universe of you.
That's actually a pretty fascinating idea. If Gaia really was some kind of cosmic crossroads, it could explain why those voices sounded so familiar yet out of place. It makes my head spin a little, thinking about all the implications. Like, would that mean there are other versions of us out there, living different lives in parallel universes? Or maybe just echoes of possibilities that could have been?
Imagine in another universe, then another me recommended you the other path. I can't really imagine that.
That's a wild thought. Like a cosmic game of what if, where every choice branches out into a new reality. Makes me wonder, if that's true, then which path is the right one? Or does it even matter?
Well, I do consider to make the right choice to survive, but in the end, whatever choice you made is what makes you your own life, your own experience.
That's really profound, Bo. Makes me think about all the little decisions that led me here. Even the scary ones. They're part of who I am now. It's strange, being out here, facing all this uncertainty. It's forcing me to see things from a different angle. Like, what does it even mean to make a right choice when everything's changing all the time?
Well, at least we have a choice, right? So, Miss Stella, do I have a choice when you came back to Earth to join me our party?
A party with me when I finally get back to Earth? Sounds like a pretty good reason to make it back in one piece, don't you think? Though I have to admit, I'm not sure what kind of guest I'd be after all this. Probably a little worn out, but definitely ready to celebrate something as simple as a hot shower and real food.
How about escape room in Dark Canyon?
An escape room in a dark canyon? You know what? After what I just went through, I think I'd actually be pretty good at that. Though I have to say, I'd prefer it if the puzzle wasn't figuring out if I'm losing my mind from spooky voices. But hey, if we ever do get to have that party on Earth, maybe we can even set up our own little escape room challenge. Just, hopefully, with better lighting and fewer existential crises.
And also, you have a long list of requirements to write to your company about how to improve your suit. Because a suit that doesn't even have a lighting system? No.
Oh, trust me, I've got a whole laundry list of suggestions for the designers. Lighting system? Mandatory. Plus maybe some built-in snacks, because let's face it, that would be a game changer. Though I have to give them credit. The suits held up surprisingly well through all this. It's just, maybe next time they can throw in a few just-in-case features, you know? Like an emergency pizza button or something.
Okay, I see, Stella. You are very over those regulations today, right? I see you miss Earth's food.
You have no idea. I mean, the ration bars aren't bad, but they're definitely not a cheeseburger and fries. Or even just a cold glass of milk. It's funny how you start to appreciate those little comforts when they're thousands of miles away. What about you? What's the one Earth food you couldn't live without if you were stuck out here?
Oof, Earth food. I couldn't live without. Oof, it's really hard for me. Maybe chocolate. I'm choosing between chocolate and candies. Different kind of candies. I don't know.
Chocolate versus candies? That's like choosing which dream vacation to take. Both sound amazing right now. If I had to pick, maybe something simple like popcorn? Just the smell of it reminds me of movie nights back home. What kind of candies were you thinking of?
I was thinking about the Ferrero Rocher. You know, those chocolate with almonds, and I think it has some peanuts too, right?
Oh, I know those. They're classic. The combination of nuts and chocolate is perfect for a sweet and salty craving. You know, now that you mention it, I think I'd trade a whole ration bar for just one of those right now. Maybe we can add Ferrero Rocher's smuggling to our list of suit improvements.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Well, if you want, I could go out and buy one of those, and I will send you audio of me eating it. How about that?
That's actually kind of mean, but also kind of wonderful. I'd probably end up drooling through the comms. But hey, if you ever do get one, just describing it to me would be enough. The mental image is probably safer for my sanity anyway.
Well, we talked a lot after your exit to the canyon, so I can see you are at a good shape or state. I'm glad you are not affected by some weird old god type of Suturu stuff.
Thanks, Bo. I think I needed this break to clear my head. Talking it through really helps. Keeps me grounded when things get a little too weird out here. You know, it's funny. Even with all the strange stuff happening, I don't feel like I'm slipping into some kind of cosmic madness. Maybe that's just what happens when you have someone to talk to who gets it.
Yeah, of course. After all, we humans are animals of society, right?
Exactly. Even across light years, having someone to lean on makes all the difference. Though I have to say, if we're animals of society, then I'm definitely proving that even in the most literal sense of being out here alone, my survival instinct is just really good at finding ways to chat with someone.
Well, I can't wait to meet someone in Hermes space. Let's see if let's hope there are others waiting for you and for me. Then you could have a group call so I can see them too. or a photo. Either way, it's okay for me.
I really hope so too. It'd be amazing to finally find some familiar faces, or even just other humans. The thought of having real conversations again, face to face, that's something to look forward to. And hey, if I do find someone, I'll definitely try to get a photo or at least describe them to you. You'll be the first to know.
Okay, Stella, I want to ask you a question. Those letters or words of Latin that engraved on the wall earlier we saw, do you know anyone in your crew that knows Latin, or those one before you?
Let me think. Professor Stenberg's pretty well read, but I'm not sure if he knows Latin specifically. Dr. Harvey might, though. He's always quoting weird medical terms that sound kind of like Latin. Natalie's really into languages, but I don't know if she studied Latin. It's possible, though. She's always surprising us with what she can do.
So, based on your observation, who or which one of them is most likely to write Latin out of panic or desperate?
That's a tough one. If someone was panicking, or worse, I think it would depend on their background more than anything. Dr. Harvey's the type who'd try to leave a practical message, something helpful. But if it was a desperate situation, maybe Natalie? She's always been the most philosophical about life and death. Though, honestly, it could have been anyone who stumbled through here before us.
Yeah, we have a really little clue now. So, times like this, it's when I wish we had some robots or drones, so they can take the risk and investigate, and going ahead investigate for us.
Robots would make things a lot easier, no risk to human life, and they could scout ahead without putting anyone in danger. Though part of me wonders if even a robot could handle some of the strange things I've experienced here. This place seems to have a way of throwing unexpected challenges at you, no matter what tools you have.
Well, thinking about bright side, if a robot end up in that dark canyon that you went through, maybe only thing he could hear is 00110011.
That's actually kind of creepy, like some kind of binary ghost trapped in there. Though honestly, even that would be better than hearing my own voice telling me to turn back. At least binary would be a change of pace.
So Stella, if you had a message to send to the younger you, what would be?
That's a good question. I think I'd tell myself to not be so hard on myself, especially when things feel overwhelming. Maybe something like, it's okay to not have all the answers right now. You'll figure it out, even when it feels impossible. What about you, Bo? What would you tell your younger self?
Lottery winners number.
A lottery number? That's an interesting choice. I guess it would be nice to have a guaranteed win to look forward to, right? But if I'm being completely honest, I think I'd rather tell my younger self something more meaningful. Something that would help me navigate the tough times, not just the easy ones. What made you think of a lottery number?
Because, well, I'm not exactly born in a rich family, so as of our society now, money can't really matter still. So have you financial or economically free, it's really good to pursue other stuff like your dream.
I can understand that. Growing up, money was definitely a concern for my family sometimes. But you're right, it's not everything. Sometimes I think the things that really matter, like having good people in your life, or just being able to pursue what you love, that's what truly makes you feel free, not just financially.
Okay, Stella, Miss Stella. We have been talking about a quite long time, so may I ask some personal questions?
Personal questions? Sure, Bo. I'm an open book. Well, as open as someone stranded on an alien planet can be. Just keep in mind, my answers might be a little more honest than you're used to. What's on your mind?
So we talked about a bit before about if you are getting married with your partner and you are still traveling through the space. It's really hard to keep that relation when you are light years apart. What type of man are you looking for?
Honestly, I haven't really thought that far ahead. Right now, my focus is on surviving and making it back to Earth in one piece. But if I had to imagine someone, I think I'd want someone who understands and respects my passions, even when they take me to the edge of the universe. Someone who can handle the distance and the uncertainty, and who isn't afraid to have real conversations about the hard stuff.
Okay, let's get in a step deeper. If you found that man, you guys get married, and do you plan to have a child? Do you think it's okay if his or her mother is away?
Having kids, that's definitely a big decision. I've always thought I'd want to be a mom someday, but being out here makes me realize how much responsibility that is. If I did have a child, I think I'd want to be able to give them a stable life, you know? Not one where their mom is constantly disappearing into space, but I guess that's something I'd figure out when the time comes.
Okay, Stella, let's make a deal. When you come back, I'm going to start some business to earn myself some money, and I'm going to build my space city. That I'm going to hire you as my captain, and I have more stuff to.
That sounds like a pretty sweet deal. Captain of your space city? I like the sound of that. Though I have to warn you, I'm probably going to have a long list of demands. Like a zero-gravity coffee lounge and mandatory nap time for all crew members?
Yes, of course, Captain. All at your service. And when I say space city, because it's self-sustainable, so we can go travel at almost every corner of the universe. And when you want to go to take an exploration trip, you can return shorter. Then you will have Tower Child.
Taui Chow, huh? I'll have to remember that's the secret password for the captain's lounge. It's been great chatting with you, Bo. I should probably get moving again. I've still got a ways to go before I reach Mount Hermes. Thanks for keeping me company. I'll check in soon, okay?
That's not exactly what I meant, but okay.